No, you'll never get the best of me. Shut up when I speak. You're all talk, but the walk is cheap. So get up or get out. Time to face the reality. I'm a monster from your dreams. You don't wanna see the side of me. So get up or get out. Feel the eruption. I feel the fire burn inside of me. Kill the corruption. Still holding on. This is war. It's a revelation. Hell's in the air, it's hard to breathe. Still on the hatred. Still holding on. When every step you take is do or die. When every breath you take is filled with lies and you can't deny. I feel like you're paralyzed, so it's time to settle the score. This is war.
Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year! And with the new year comes a new season of Monday Night Raw. Thank you for joining us in Minneapolis, Minnesota for this season premiere of Raw. And we are kicking things off with the now former WWE Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and his advocate, Paul Heyman. It was last night at WrestleMania where Brock Lesnar was defeated by the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And if Lesnar is a man of his word, in this very ring, in his home state, he will retire. And it may be down to the advocate to deliver that retirement speech right now. A huge reception for the Beast, but is it for the last time? A very dejected Paul Heyman, a shake of the head as he picks up the mic regretfully. Is this really it? Wait just a second. Paul Heyman was on the verge of confirming Brock Lesnar's retirement, but it's been put on hold by Samoa Joe. We have not seen Samoa Joe since he was put on the sidelines by the Beast. He has unfinished business. Joe is back. Samoa Joe just cancelled Brock Lesnar's retirement, and Lesnar says, "Come on then," as if Joe needed to be asked. And now, these two face to face, eyeball to eyeball. Oh, and Joe with a headbutt, followed by a knee. Oh, but Lesnar looking for the F5, but Samoa Joe finds a way to escape, and now the Coquina clutch, the choke, and Samoa Joe is choking the life out of Brock Lesnar. 24 hours after losing the WWE Championship, Lesnar is now choked out. My goodness, so much for a retirement. Instead, Brock Lesnar has encountered an old foe. What a start to the season premiere of Raw, but still to come tonight. CEO of WWE, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, is here in Minneapolis, Minnesota to make an earth-shattering announcement that will change the foundation of WWE. And if you're just joining us, moments ago, it seemed that Paul Heyman was on the verge of confirming the retirement of Brock Lesnar until Samoa Joe made his return. And the Coquina clutch was applied. The choke, choking the life out of Brock Lesnar. Let's not forget, it was Brock Lesnar who injured Samoa Joe with the Kimura lock, breaking the arm of Joe. And Joe returns tonight to spite the beast. How will Lesnar respond? Just look at the eyes of Joe. Welcome back, and if you are enjoying the show, please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you stay up to date with all episodes of Raw, as Elias is set for singles action next. And you will notice on the nameplate wins, losses and draws. Records count here, and there'll be more details to come in the future about how those records work. But right now, we must fade to black, as we're about to get an up-close look at Aleister Black, who 24 hours ago, after Elias had been hit with a Sister Abigail, decided to find Bray Wyatt. Now, I have no idea if Bray Wyatt and his creepy messages were aimed at Black, but Black had been listening, and he came to get some, and he did. A black mass to Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt has now disappeared. We do not know of the whereabouts of Bray Wyatt, where he is, what he's up to, but after that black mass, Wyatt is gone. And here this evening on Raw, we're going to get a better look from that brief appearance from Aleister Black at WrestleMania, as he is making his in-ring debut against Elias. And Elias has a tough task ahead of him. I would not want to be Elias facing this man who loves to fight and has those educated feet. He will kick your teeth down your throat. And if I was Elias, I'd be preparing a little song for Aleister Black. Try and maybe make him feel welcome, settle the mood a little bit. If that doesn't work, just hit him over the head with the guitar. I think that's Elias' only hope. So here we go, our first matchup. Elias takes on Aleister Black. Who you got? Oh! Black Mass. 1, 2, 3. Up. That's it. Aleister Black with a devastating start, making his debut last night at WrestleMania, his first matchup here on Raw, and it lasted literally seconds. A Black Mass, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and what was that all about? What is going through the mind of Bray Wyatt? And Aleister Black might just regret the day that he chose to find Bray Wyatt. Wyatt clearly keeping his eye on Aleister Black. But we must now turn our attention to our second matchup here this evening, and the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane, the winner of the Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania, has earned herself a title shot at the new Queen of the Women's Division, Shayna Baszler. The Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, utilised the stipulation of a submission match to her advantage, but some say the matchup ended under controversial circumstances when Ronda Rousey had an altercation with Flair that left the opening for Baszler to apply the Kimura lock and force Charlotte Flair to tap out. Controversial or not, the referee saw no issue with it, and Shayna Baszler is the women's champion. But will that reign be short-lived? Kairi Sane battled her way through numerous superstars to get this opportunity by winning that Battle Royal, so she won't be giving up on this too easily. But I must admit, I was thoroughly impressed by Shayna Baszler and her performance despite the controversy. Baszler was impressive. She pinpointed, she picked apart, and she dissected Charlotte Flair on the grandest stage of them all. That's my opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comments section and in the chat. And if you haven't seen the matchup, you can still check out all the matches that went down at WrestleMania on my YouTube channel, and there will be a link in the description box below of this video and also on the homepage of my YouTube channel. So make sure you go and check it out. But hold fire, don't go anywhere yet. Get the popcorn in, get the snacks in, and whatever else, get the beers, the beverages in, whatever tickles your fancy, because we've got Women's Championship action up next. Shayna Baszler defending her championship, her first title defense against the Battle Royal winner, Kairi Sane. And Shayna Baszler hands over her newly won Women's Championship, and Kairi Sane takes a good look at the prize. That's what it's all about right now. And here we go. Sane versus Baszler, and they tie up for the first time. And Kairi Sane looks to work the arm of Shayna Baszler, but Baszler turns things around and applying the pressure now to Kairi Sane. And Baszler using her strength to force down Kairi Sane, but don't be deceived. Kairi Sane might be the smaller competitor, but she has heart and determination. Oh! Shayna Baszler not afraid to bend or break the rules. And a slap to the face of Kairi Sane, who showed respect, broke the hold. She'll have to learn for the future not to trust Baszler. Leapfrog over the top, went for the drop kick, but Baszler put the brakes on. Oh, went for the boot. Kairi Sane rolls through. 1, 2, oh, just one. A 1 count, but a smart move from Kairi Sane, trying to catch Shayna Baszler off guard. And a scoop and a slam on the champion. And a drop kick to the back of the neck. And Kairi Sane used all her speed and quickness to evade being dumped out over the top rope in the Battle Royal match at WrestleMania. And she'll have to use it all over again if she is to take the Women's Championship away from Shayna Baszler, who just rattled Kairi Sane, the challenger, and then dumps her on the back of the neck with a German suplex. And Sane looking to find a way out. She does, she escapes. Baszler back up to her feet and a drop kick. Went for the running knee, missed it. Baszler able to quickly shift out the way, but didn't get out the way of the snap suplex. One. And again, just a 1 count. Kairi Sane not wasting any time, and now going to work. Applying pressure on the arm, and you've got to think the body parts of Baszler might be a little bit sore after Charlotte Flair applied plenty of submissions of her own, not to mention the figure 8 which Baszler smartly broke. It's not many times you say that when you talk about Charlotte Flair. If the figure 8 is applied, usually the matchup is over, but not with Shayna Baszler. Kick to the midsection, that hurts Sane and then cuts down the challenger. And Baszler looking at the sold out crowd here in Minneapolis, who've had a great weekend of wrestling, and it continues here tonight with the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Flipping over Kairi Sane. I hope you're enjoying the show. Also, if you are, please do hit that like button, and also make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you're in the chat, thank you for joining us as Kairi Sane breaks free. Oh, again, another pinning maneuver. Oh, and this time a 2. Kairi Sane, the challenger, getting closer, not willing to stand an exchange with Shayna Baszler, where Baszler would clearly have the upper hand in that department. And Sane picks up Baszler. Always on the move is Kairi Sane. And here she comes, spear to the midsection. Oh, and she caught Shayna Baszler right in the mush. And Baszler brought up to her feet, still feeling the effects of that drop kick, that basement drop kick, but Baszler with a fireman's carry, getting herself back in the match. I'm not sure how, but she is. But Kairi Sane, shoulder to the gut. Now walking the plank, ready to set sail. Any other pirate puns? Oh! Sliding D from Kairi Sane. And that is usually the setup. Insane elbow. Oh! And Shayna Baszler kicks out of Kairi Sane's insane elbow, but Kairi Sane heading up again. High risk. Oh, went for the double foot stomp. No reward. And a knee right into the chops of Kairi Sane. Caught her flush on the jaw. And now stiff shot from Shayna Baszler and a snap suplex. And Baszler putting the boots to Sane, and now Shayna Baszler working the arm. We saw this plenty in the submission match against Charlotte Flair, and it doesn't take much to tear an arm out of socket when Shayna Baszler has that grip locked on you. Oh, but Kairi Sane fights her way back to her feet, but for how long? Oh, look at this! Wrenching the neck. Submission applied. And Kairi Sane showing immense effort to break free of Shayna Baszler. Oh, but Baszler again. Oh, wow. Huge kick And Shayna Baszler right now just going through her arsenal of submissions. A camel clutch now applied. How much more can Kairi Sane take? Just as we saw with Charlotte Flair. Tearing the body parts apart. Spear! Kairi Sane, 1, 2, on! Shayna Baszler caught off guard. I wouldn't say it's overconfidence. I would say it's the heart of Kairi Sane that keeps her in this match. But that knife-edge chop from Sane only seemed to aggravate the champion. And here comes Baszler. Oh, a second knee. And then a chop block by Shayna Baszler. As Baszler looks to target now the legs of Kairi Sane, but Sane again fighting back. And just look at this. Alabama slam from Kairi Sane. And Sane calling up Shayna Baszler. Is this her night? Oh, got out the way of the axe handle. And Baszler locks up. And the gut wrench, and she rolls through. She doubles up. A second. And now Baszler. It's Baszler's turn to call up Kairi Sane. Kirifuda driver locking in the clutch. All in one smooth motion, and it's in the middle of the ring. What a shot that is. Kairi Sane trying to find a way, trying to find an escape, but she can't. And just like at WrestleMania with Charlotte Flair, Kairi Sane is forced to tap out. And this is how the match unfolded. Sane with the insane elbow. But Baszler fought her way back and doubled up with the gut wrench suplex, which led to this. The Kirifuda driver into the clutch, locked in the middle of the ring, and Sane tapped out. Shayna Baszler's first championship defense is a successful one, and she chalks up a 1 in the win column. And she's going to be a tough champion to wrestle that title away from. But wait just a second. Can it be? Yes, it can. It's Becky Lynch, the true Royal Rumble winner, who earned the right to challenge for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania, only to have it ripped away from her from Shayna Baszler. It should have been Becky Lynch who challenged for the women's gold, but now Becky returns to take a good look at the new Women's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw a brief appearance from Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania, but I'm proud to announce that the Trailblazer, the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, has now agreed terms with WWE, and she's coming to Monday nights. What a huge acquisition for WWE to obtain the services of the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. And the announcements keep on coming because Mr. McMahon, the chairman and CEO of WWE, has indeed arrived. And I quote, he has an earth-shattering announcement. Those are his words, not mine. And they will change the foundation of WWE. I just hope my job is safe. Mr. McMahon taking a look at the sold out crowd here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as he looks to address the WWE Universe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, Well, that was earth-shattering, alright. 3 announcements in one. New general managers for both Raw and SmackDown, a WWE draft, and still to come tonight, a huge main event. Wow! So as part of Mr. McMahon's announcement, we now know our main event, and it's champion versus champion. The Universal Champion of SmackDown, Rey Mysterio, will take on the WWE Champion of Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the winner will earn the right to the first draft pick for their retrospective brand. Welcome back, and what a night it's been thus far, and things are about to get glorious as Bobby Roode is set for singles action, and you hear the chorus of boos for the glorious one, who will be looking to chalk up a 1 in the win column, much like Shayna Baszler did earlier tonight when she defeated Kairi Sane and retained her women's championship. But it's not going to be easy for Bobby Roode. And let's not forget, we have the new edition of Raw Dark and SmackDown Dark as part of this season for Universe. And wins and losses matter. And on the Dark shows, it will count too. So make sure you don't miss a moment of Universe this season and click that subscribe button. And speaking of missing out, well, if you haven't seen this competitor down on NXT, you have been, because this is the one and only Ricochet, making his debut on the main roster. But Ricochet has been tearing it up everywhere he goes, including on NXT. And now he brings his high-flying, risk-taking offense here to Monday Night Raw, and Bobby Roode is gonna have eyes in the back of his glorious head if he's going to keep up with Ricochet. I can tell you that. Blink and you will miss him. He has the speed, he has the agility, and he is impressive, I tell you that now. And Bobby Roode looking on, you won't quite believe it, because he doesn't look impressed at all. The glorious one turning his nose up at Ricochet, but he will be made to respect Ricochet in a few moments when these two tie up for the first time, and he will truly appreciate what Ricochet is all about. So here we go. Roode versus Ricochet, and Ricochet tried the kick in the midsection, but Bobby Roode caught the boot, didn't catch that, and Ricochet as quick as a cat. Roode just maybe trying to adjust himself, and Ricochet just letting him know that he's arrived, and Roode, oh yeah, oh! Just a 1 count. Well, Roode wanted to let Ricochet know that he's glorious. We know, Bobby. We know. As Ricochet dumps the arrogant Bobby Roode into the corner, former Intercontinental Champion is Roode. Won't help him now. Moonsault from the second rope. And that was effortlessly achieved by Ricochet, but Roode with the Bulldog. And Bobby Roode is a veteran of the ring. Knows the squared circle like the back of his hand. Elbow to the back of the neck by Bobby Roode, and a stiff shot knocks back Ricochet. A backbreaker driving the knee into the lower back. And that will put Ricochet a step backwards, slow him down just a little bit. Snapmare takedown, and Roode snaps the neck once again. And this is what Bobby Roode will have to do, because we haven't quite seen it yet. We saw a little burst of it from Ricochet, but we haven't seen Ricochet reach full gear just yet. And Roode flips over Ricochet and drives the knee into the mat, and You can't question the ring skills of Bobby Roode. He knows how to nullify an opponent. Ricochet with a knee to the midsection. He's done a good job thus far, has Roode. Oh, but Ricochet. 1, 2. Oh, and Bobby Roode just about. And a stare down between the two. And Roode then snaps and cuts him off with a clothesline and heads to the second rope. Don't usually see Roode take many risks, but this is one of them. And a blockbuster. It paid off. And now Roode with the cover. 1, 2. And a 2 count by Roode. Roode now sends Ricochet off the ropes. Power slam. And again, I'll reaffirm this. Bobby Roode has been very successful at nullifying Ricochet during his debut on the main roster. But a forearm by Ricochet, trying to get going once again. Takes up and oh! Beautiful power bomb. I thought he was going to go for the pinning combination, but chose not to. Boot to the midsection by Ricochet. Turned Roode inside out with that suplex power bomb. And now it's Ricochet. Just trying to build momentum, but Roode puts the stoppers on once again, and the crowd boo. And now Ricochet turns the tables on Bobby Roode, the glorious one. A little bit stifled, unsure what's happening. Well, a shotgun dropkick will wake you up. Right into the chest. And Roode hit the turnbuckle hard on the back of his head. And now Ricochet beginning to go through the gears. Accelerating is Ricochet. Oh my. And that is what I'm talking about. Goodness me. Ricochet able to go from first to second to third to fourth in a matter of seconds. And a boot to the midsection, and now Bobby Roode might just have to respect Ricochet just a bit more. He might not even have time to respect him. Springboard forearm. And how quick has the offense been by Ricochet? Double knee face buster. 1, 2, 3. And Ricochet knocks off the veteran Bobby Roode. He's the one that chalks up the one in the win column. Look at this, turning inside and out to take down Roode. And Roode couldn't catch his breath. Every time Roode turned around, boom! The forearm, and then this, the double knee face buster, and Roode could not recover. It's a loss for Bobby Roode. He's 0-1 here on Raw, and he's absolutely fuming as opposed to being glorious. And Ricochet is enjoying his victory, and oh, Bobby Roode wants a microphone. He is not happy. Respect? Oh no! Bobby! Well, Bobby Roode showed Ricochet little respect, and business has just picked up. Stone Cold Steve Austin is here for the season premiere of Raw, and the Rattlesnake is walking with a purpose towards the ring. And Roode, oh! Stunner! Was that the respect he was looking for? Bobby Roode just got stunned out of his boots. If that's the respect he wanted, fair play? I don't know. But what I do know is Stone Cold has just raised hell on Monday Night Raw. What a throwback moment. Does that count as 2 losses for Roode? No, it's just one, but He's taken an L. Welcome back, and it is time for your main event in what has been a huge night. And again, I want to thank you all for joining us for the season premiere, and it is indeed champion versus champion to cap off a momentous night here on Raw as we welcome SmackDown's Universal Champion, the newly crowned Universal Champion, Rey Mysterio, defeating Drew McIntyre, the leader of the New World Order, at WrestleMania. It was a momentous night for Rey Mysterio, and you see him wearing the new Universal Championship as opposed to the World Heavyweight Championship, which we saw McIntyre sport in the past. Rey Mysterio now steps up for his brand to take on another newly crowned champion, the WWE Champion, who knocked off the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and stays undefeated. The King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And if you didn't catch the opening of the show, you will need to know that Brock Lesnar, he said he was going to retire, but it did not happen. Samoa Joe made his return, and in doing so, he put a stop to any sort of retirement talk that Lesnar and Heyman had planned. Samoa Joe is back, and he choked out the Beast Incarnate, and what repercussions will come from that? You got to think about this now. We've got the draft coming up. Will Samoa Joe be on the same brand as Brock Lesnar? Where will the champions be drafted? So much to think about in the coming weeks, and we are just getting started. Even though this show is coming to a close, we've still got this momentous main event to come as Nakamura, who must love this city now after becoming the new WWE Champion, is set to participate once again. And we are almost all set now. Champion versus champion. Titles not on the line, but you see the two superstars wearing the blue and the red. And Nakamura says, "Come on," to Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio, he obliged. Couple of chops back and forth, and as I was saying, both superstars wearing the blue for SmackDown in Rey Mysterio's case, and the red for Raw in Nakamura's case. And whoever wins this matchup will secure one of the new general managers, the first draft pick for their brand. That's how it's going to go down. And Rey Mysterio goes down from a knee from Nakamura. Two fan favourites here, even though, of course, Nakamura defeated the home state hero Brock Lesnar just hours ago at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio perched on the top rope, and the crowd counting along. And he went for the 8th, but Nakamura pushes him away, and I thought Nakamura, it was a prime chance to go for the Kinshasa. But he didn't, he went for the knee, and Mysterio was aware of it. 1. Just a 1 count, and Nakamura, he must be sore. I mean, Rey Mysterio too, but Nakamura was in a true war with Brock Lesnar 24 hours ago, and he finally managed to overcome the beast. The Kinshasa secured him the victory. He had to kick out of F5s, suplexes, you name it. Lesnar threw the kitchen sink at him, but Shinsuke Nakamura and his undefeated record remains intact, and he now has the WWE Championship to prove it. As Mysterio went for the splash, but Nakamura out the way, and the knee to the gut and a kick to the back of the neck. So who you got? Let me know in the chat and in the comments section. Are you going for the WWE Champion, or are you going for the Universal Champion? Who's going to get that first draft pick? Knee to the back of the neck, and we're still yet to know who the general managers will be for Raw and SmackDown. Who do you think? Whoever they are, whoever Mr. McMahon has chosen, they've got to be watching this one with interest. As Nakamura drives Rey Mysterio back first into the barrier. Action spilling to the outside for the first time, and back in the ring goes Mysterio. Knee to the back. And a second one by Nakamura. Those knees served him well at WrestleMania, and again doing so here on Raw. Went for another knee to the midsection, but Mysterio well aware of it by now. And Mysterio caught Nakamura. For a moment, Rey Mysterio just took a little breather there to have a think about what's best to do. And I wouldn't say that exchanging with Nakamura is the right thing to do, and Nakamura proves me right. Knee to the gut, put down Rey, and a suplex, and I think that Rey Mysterio should really stick and move. Keep on the offense in quick bursts and move around the ring. Nakamura with a rather arrogant cover, but you can see the damage has been done to Rey Mysterio, enough to keep him down for two, as that knee was forced into the chest of Rey Mysterio, the Universal Champion. Nakamura, vintage Nakamura. And Rey Mysterio will need to do what Brock Lesnar couldn't, and that is give Nakamura a loss if he is going to get the first draft pick for SmackDown. Powerbomb and a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and that was close. And Mysterio will have to hope that Shinsuke Nakamura is feeling the effects of the night before. But there is some fatigue. Rey Mysterio again takes a moment, clothesline, and sends Shinsuke Nakamura to the outside, and Mysterio wants him up, calling up the WWE Champion, and a cannonball! Perfect from Rey Mysterio. Took out Shinsuke Nakamura as the referee lays down the count. Up to the count of 4, now 5. And Mysterio brings Nakamura back into the ring, not looking for a count-out victory. Mysterio waits, perched up there. Oh! I think he was going for the Hurricane Rana, but Nakamura stepped out the way. Both of these two superstars know each other's moveset very well, and Mysterio could not get out the way of the dropkick from Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style. We've seen the return of Becky Lynch earlier this evening as well. It'll be interesting to see what plays out with Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler as part of the draft. And Nakamura calling up Rey Mysterio. He's a long way perched on that second rope. Is Nakamura? Oh! What a drop kick. But only a 2. I thought that was too far for Nakamura to go, but it wasn't. And Nakamura, who is so technically sound across the board, And that is what Rey Mysterio has to deal with. Mysterio's got to look for a way out. Mysterio has always been classed as an underdog due to his size, but you'd be stupid to ride off Rey. Head first into the corner. And Mysterio takes a step back, and for all the talk of Nakamura and fatigue, you must also remember that Rey Mysterio also participated at WrestleMania in a huge match against Drew McIntyre. I haven't heard much from McIntyre. Oh, face buster. And a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out again. McIntyre been very quiet since losing the championship. No word at all from the NWO either. Very strange for them. And Mysterio with a guillotine leg drop. 1, 2. Gotta know. I thought Mysterio had it. But again, Nakamura kicks out. Rey Mysterio must keep on top of Nakamura. You have to think from a general manager perspective, watching on, if your champion gets you that draft pick, you might earn yourself a little bonus with the GM. Not just being the top dog, but getting the top prizes. And this would be a great way to start to build that relationship with whoever the general manager is. And Nakamura has fought his way back into the contest. It was Mysterio who gained some significant control, but Nakamura, that even knocked the stuffing out of him, but he is up and he is looking for that Kinshasa. If he hits this, here he comes. Oh, Mysterio stepped out the way. Great ring awareness from Rey Mysterio, who ducks underneath. And a Hurricane Rana from the Universal Champion. Mysterio, representing the blue brand of SmackDown, coming over to Raw to pick up the challenge. Mr. McMahon said it was open season until the draft, and Mysterio this time. And Nakamura wisely and smartly rolls to the outside, and Mysterio takes a look. He's coming after him, but Nakamura, oh, he had recovered. Pulled the leg away of Rey Mysterio. It was a smart move from Shinsuke Nakamura to take a timeout, but that timeout didn't last long. Power bomb on the outside on the concrete floor. It is unforgiving out there. Referee up to 4. Mysterio heads to the top. And Nakamura getting to his feet. Mysterio! Mysterio dived head first into the canvas, and that was a horrible landing, and it has left an opening for Shinsuke Nakamura to drive the knee into Rey Mysterio repeatedly. And Nakamura really letting off now. And the referee checking on Rey Mysterio, and with good reason. That was an awkward fall from the top rope. Crashed and burned did Rey Mysterio, and Nakamura says it is almost over. Oh, but Mysterio, is he playing possum? Possibly. Rey Mysterio stealing a page from Eddie Guerrero. He was playing possum. And takes up Nakamura to the top rope. Bulldog! Hit him! Oh, Rey Mysterio wants a little bit more. Could be looking for the 6-1-9. Here we go! Oh my goodness! Nakamura is seconds away from tasting defeat now. Got the knees up, Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura wins it. What an effort from both men. Both put it all on the line for their brand. Rey Mysterio hit that 619, but Nakamura got the knees up on the frog splash and then the Kinshasa. And 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura earns Monday Night Raw the first draft pick of the WWE draft and for his new general manager, but who on earth will that be? Thank you for joining us.